I'm Steve Owen. On behalf of the NutraEase family of distributors, we would like to congratulate you on the purchase of the world's finest cooking system. In the next few minutes, we will demonstrate various cooking techniques and other helpful hints that will allow you to maximize the use and care of your investment. So let's get started. After unpacking your NutraEase cookware, wash each piece in warm soapy water with 1 cup of vinegar added. The vinegar helps remove any remaining manufacturing residue from the surface. You will notice that each piece of cookware has a detachable handle. This allows you to select the type of handle you prefer for every cooking need. In addition to being interchangeable, the handles have other great benefits. You can leave them on when using the NutraEase cookware for baking dishes in an oven up to 400 degrees. Or, by detaching the handles, you can use them as pot holders when removing a hot pan from the oven. Simply snap the handles in place and remove the pan. And with the handles removed, the cookware is much easier to load into your dishwasher. And it takes up less space too. Another benefit is that leaving the handles out of the dishwasher helps preserve their luster over a lifetime of use. And if storage space is tight, removing the handles before putting your cookware back on the shelf can be a great space saver. Perfect for that small apartment or for those of you who want to take your cookware along in the vacation camper. NutraEase covers are self-storing, which you'll appreciate as being both convenient and functional. Have you ever had to search for the correct cover to fit the pan you want to use? Well, not with NutraEase. You'll be able to store each cover in the matching pan. Look how evenly they stack in minimal space. Or if you'd prefer to show off your investment, NutraEase is also designed to hang with the covers in place. You know, cooking is made fun and easy with NutraEase, and with a few simple tips, you'll be cooking like a professional in no time. You can preserve the maximum amount of nutrients by preparing your vegetables using the minimum moisture method. Use the smallest pan that can accommodate the amount of vegetables that you would like to prepare. NutraEase cookware works most efficiently when the pans are at least 3/4 full. Run cool water over the vegetable. Put the cover in place and drain off the excess water. You only need the water that clings to the vegetables for cooking. Place the pan on the burner set to medium heat. As the moisture on the vegetable begins to heat, it will transform into a vapor and fill the utensil with a gentle heat that cooks the food evenly from all sides. As the cookware reaches the ideal cooking temperature, which is well below the boiling point of water, the Nutra valve will begin its important role. The vapor will begin to build and cause the Nutra valve to ring. When the sound you hear reaches a steady ring, the precision-weighted valve is alerting you to reduce the heat to low. On a gas or induction burner, you should see and hear an immediate reaction from the Nutra valve. On an electric stovetop, the slowing of the Nutra valve will take a bit longer as the burner cools down. The cookware is at the ideal temperature when the Nutra valve nests on the cover and occasionally releases a puff of vapor. You know, sometimes we all need to prepare more than one vegetable for a meal. With NutraEase, you'll be able to cook several different types in the same pan, with each retaining its own natural flavor. Since there's no significant amount of water in the pans, the flavors do not mix. Softer or smaller cut vegetables will be done in about 10 minutes after the heat is turned to low. For larger, more dense vegetables such as potatoes or corn on the cob, the time may be closer to 20 minutes. Just look how the vegetables have retained their natural color, and the maximum flavors and nutrients have been retained as well. During the cooking process, there is very little food odor when using the minimum moisture cooking method. Even a vegetable like cabbage that usually is associated with an objectionable odor in a conventional cooking method goes almost undetected with NutraEase. This is because of the precision fit of the cover and the Nutra valve keeping everything inside the pan where it belongs until it's time to serve. Greaseless frying and searing is easy when you use this simple preheating technique. Choose the proper size pan for the meat that you are preparing. Here we place the empty skillet on a burner set slightly to higher than medium. After a couple of minutes of heating, test the pan by placing a few droplets of water on the cooking surface. If the water evaporates quickly, the pan is not quite hot enough. But when the water beads and scatters on the cooking surface, the pan is now hot enough for frying. Place the meat, in this case chicken, in the pan. At first the meat will stick as the searing process is taking place. Soon, however, the natural oil in the meat will be drawn to the surface. The chicken will then release so it can be turned to brown the other side. Do not put the cover on all the way during the browning and searing process, as the meat will need air to sear properly. Once the meat is browned to your liking, put the cover in place and reduce the heat to low. This method can be used for all types of meat, including roast cooked on top of the stove. For the stovetop roast with the look of oven baked, sear the meat on each side to a dark brown. Then add onion, potatoes, and carrots. We are also adding the utility rack and pan filled with peas and covering it with the high dome cover. Since the high dome cover does not have a valve, we will watch for steam to escape from under the cover. When that happens, it is time to turn the heat to low. A roast will be done in about 20 minutes per pound. If you want that extra tender roast, you can allow it to slow cook all day. NutraEase is also great for preparing fish. Some types of fish can be cooked using the same greaseless method as other types of meat, but most white fish does not have enough of its own natural oil, and so it requires a small amount of butter or oil for frying. The heating technique is the same. After preheating for a couple of minutes, place the fish in the skillet with the cover slightly ajar to prevent splattering. After browning on one side, turn the fish to brown the other side. Cover and turn the heat to low. The result? Healthy fish even the kids will love. The sautéing of vegetables uses much the same technique as we used for the fish. Preheat the pan over medium to medium-high heat with a bit of oil or butter on the cooking surface. When the pan has heated for a couple of minutes, place the vegetables in the pan. In this example, we are sautéing mushrooms and onion. Stir the vegetables as they glide across the cooking surface. You know, a good rule of thumb for any food that you intend to fry is if the food does not have any natural oil of its own, you will need to add a bit of butter, oil, or cooking spray to lubricate the surface. Next, we'll cook an egg. First, we add a slight amount of butter to a cold skillet and place it on a burner over medium-high heat. When the butter begins to bubble, it's time to add the egg. As the egg white firms up, you'll be able to move it on the cooking surface. If you want to pan flip your egg, slide it to the edge of the pan and give it a flip up while moving the pan slightly forward. You might want to have plenty of eggs on hand while you practice that one. To prepare foods like pancakes, crepes, or French toast, again spray the surface of the skillet with a nonstick spray and preheat on medium. In this example, we are making crepes. Pour the batter into the pan and spread it evenly across the cooking surface. After the batter firms up, flip it to the other side for a short time and slide it out of the pan. You will be able to make as many crepes, pancakes, or pieces of French toast as you desire without adding any additional spray.